We got about 30 minutes until sponsor stream. I figured we'd kill a little time with one of our favorite pastimes. Rolling and watching some sandwich content. Lego.
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Love you. Today's episode of Roll for Sandwich is sponsored by Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese and Sausage. This fine purveyor of artisan meats and cheeses has sent me some supplies for today's show. They've sent me several flavors of their new oven-baked cheese, including chipotle, bacon, cheddar, jalapeno.
Wait, is this the
Italiano?
Is this the one where you put it on the skillet? Dude, I got one of these recently, and I tried to make it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it came out horrendous. Half burnt, half not melted.
Garlic.
I don't know what I did wrong.
And they even sent me some garlic summer sausage. We'll be rolling to see which one of these.
I don't have a clue how I did wrong. Not a single clue.
They offer, head to GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 3, sub bun. Doesn't matter if you call it a hoagie, a grinder, a hero, or a submarine sandwich. A sub by any other name still tastes as good.
True.
Next up, let's roll for main. 7, ham. All right, ham is a nice versatile main. Should go well with any of the cheeses we roll. So far, so good. All right, let's.
Who calls it a grinder? Is it a grinder in New York or Philly? I forget.
For Gardner's oven-baked cheese. 4, garlic. Nice, I love me some garlic. We've got instructions for air fryer, microwave, and stovetop. I'm gonna go with the stovetop.
Guy.
Just gotta get our plastic packaging off here.
All right, I gotta watch how he does it because I f this up.
And put it down in our hot pan. After 4 minutes, it's time to flip it. Oh, look at that nice golden brown. Good pancake. And after another 5 minutes, I am flipping it again. Got a little crusty on this side, but not bad. This is a similar cheese to like a halloumi, so it fries up and gets crispy on the outside without really melting too much.
I might be realizing what I did wrong. I might have thought it was supposed to melt, so I kind of kept going and going, and I covered it with a top, keep it insulated, add a little more heat, but without the burn. And I was just hammering that thing, and it kept getting darker and darker, and I'm like, dude, it won't melt. What's going on? And so one side was very, very, very dark, and the other side wasn't as dark, but it was pretty dark, and the thing wouldn't melt. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? And now I'm understanding that maybe it wasn't supposed to.
Has a squeaky texture when you chew it, just like cheese curds. Should make a heck of a ham and cheese. Next up, let's roll for our roughage. 6 green pepper and 10 tomato. Green pepper's not a bad roll. We'll get a little bit of earthiness and bitterness, as well as a nice crisp crunch. And tomato's an even better roll. Fresh tomato has a nice acidic element to it and pairs great with cheese. I think we did all right on roughage.
Wait, it looks great.
Now let's move on to wild magic. All right,
this is actually a great sandwich. It's so normal.
18, au jus. Au jus is French for with juice.
Just kidding. In this case, what the is that?
The last time I made it, I froze some into these ice cube trays so that I could just pop out a couple for a single sandwich when it was time. After about a minute in the microwave, we'll have nice warm au jus to dip our sandwich into. And last but not least, the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 15, Branston pickle. Branston pickle is a British chutney of sorts, containing pickled vegetables in a...
He said British, automatically, don't want it anymore.
A sauce that's kind of molassesy, kind of has a balsamic vinegar taste. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks
I do not trust you.
Together.
I'm sorry.
And let's take a look at that cross-section.
Dude, look at how well it was going. It was pog until we got here, and now I don't even know what that thing is dipping it into.
Well, time to find out if this is a hoagie.
Also, dipping a sandwich sounds horrendous like that.
And we gotta make sure we
into a liquid.
dip it in our au jus to get the full experience. Let's give it a taste.
I guess it actually doesn't look that bad. Never mind.
That's a pretty tasty sandwich right there. That garlic cheese is very flavorful. Tastes like garlic cheesy bread from your favorite pizza place. The ham goes well with the cheese. Branston pickle and cheese is a classic pairing. And the juice makes every bite warm and savory. That sub bun was a good roll because it soaks up the juice but still keeps together. Not a bad sandwich.
Oh, juice is like gravy,
We've had
basically?
quite a few good ones lately. Hopefully we're not flying too close to the sun. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 9.2 today, and I'm going to call it Cheesehead Over Heels. Thanks for hanging out today, y'all.
That one's a little higher than... I mean, okay, actually, you know what? Honestly, he's had way worse. The pickle shit, okay? The second he said a British cuisine... Nope, I'm good. I'm all set. What the f was that?
Afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Roger, Roger. Today we're going to be using this mystery set of dice that was sent in by a viewer. Let's see what we get. All right, we've got a purple...
I thought it was a drop viewer for a sec.
And green sparkly set. Thanks. Let's get it started with our roll for bread. 2 gluten-free.
Wait, yeah, why the top comment being like, I feel like I need to call the police is the most... I feel like, you know what, never mind. I'm just going to leave it.
Small loaf of gluten-free bread. It's always better toasted. There we go. On to the mains. Let's see what we get for main. 5, egg. All right, egg boys, let's go. Going to attempt to do this one-handed while I hold the camera. And...
Oh, no. I see why.
There we go. Saved it. Let's try that again with egg number 2.
Wait, why is it so small?
There we go. There's a good one-handed egg crack.
Am I... Wait,
I've done runny yolk fried eggs before for a sandwich on the show, but today I'm feeling scrambled, which was easier said than done with one hand. But
bro, why is it the world's smallest pan?
Scrambled eggs and toasted bread. We've got the beginnings of a breakfast.
Wait, dude, what? It's an egg pan? No, hang on. My brain's getting fried. Like, this should be much bigger.
Toasted bread. We've got the beginnings.
It's a perfect sized pan for serving single serving eggs, but they put 2 eggs in. Nobody wants one egg. Bro, if I go to your house and I'm like, yo, I want some eggs and like whatever, like, you're like, oh, you want some eggs and bacon? Yeah, sure, man. And you give me one singular egg, I'm just gonna look at you and be like. Times where one singular egg is acceptable. On a burger. On some type of sandwich. Trying to think what else. Anyways, though, if I go to your house and you offer me eggs and whatever, and you give me a single egg, I'm leaving.
A breakfast sandwich here.
I didn't know you hated me.
If that keeps going. Next
I don't want to be in someone's house that doesn't like me.
1, no cheese.
Aww.
I guess the dice have decided that I reached my cheese quota for the week on Wednesday. Next up, let's roll for roughage. 3 beets and 7 white onion. We got the beet. We got the beet. We got the beets. Woo. We got the beets. Not my first choice for a scrambled egg sandwich. White onion is not the worst roll in the world, but there are definitely better things to roll than raw white onion. Maybe we can turn things around with the next couple rolls. All right, let's hit it with wild magic.
I'm good.
10.
I would make myself sandwiches, and they would be pepperoni sandwiches. But sometimes I would want it to be like a pepperoni roll. And then I'd squish the sandwich into a ball.
I was thinking sandwich ball too.
This is not high on the list. This is much
No, this is low. Especially since we don't know what ingredients have gone up to this. They could be unballable.
Whatever it takes. That's very good, Juice. Yeah, ball it up.
Okay.
I know this is old now, but I would never let people on a podcast ever choose what's going in my mouth.
I guess I'm going to make this sandwich into a ball.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, last but not least is the D20 sauce roll. Here we go.
Hang on. First off, wait a minute. That guy said he makes pepperoni rolls? What do you mean? You make pepperoni sandwiches and then crush them into a ball and eat them? Bro, are you okay? Who hurt you?
7. Whipped cream. Well,
oh no.
It up,
no.
Wasn't bad enough. Now we're gonna do this.
You didn't put so much.
Let's go ahead and get.
No! I know I need to call the police.
We're gonna get our sandwich in here, and we're gonna make it a ball. Oh boy. Oh, this is not pleasant. I don't know if wringing out most of the whipped cream is a blessing or not. We will find out, I guess. It did at least make the gluten-free bread moldable. And here we go. Sandwich ball.
We've seen some shit. I didn't think it could ever get worse.
Ugh. Let's put a toothpick in it. There. No cross-section today because it's a ball.
It looks like a plum from Fallout 4.
We're going to eat it as a ball. Here's what it looks like. Well, this is a first for the show. It's like a Scotch egg from the bad place. All things considered, we followed the prompt pretty well. We have a ball.
Stop tossing it up and down, please!
This is unpleasant. Unseasoned eggs with sweet beets and sweet cream basically gives you mushy sweetness, which is not good in this context at all. And then random raw onion. It's texturally very...
Bro, you gotta give him credit. He always finishes the damn sandwich.
Troubling as well. Do not recommend. I'm paying for all those recent 9s. I'm giving this one a 2.1.
How does that get anything above a 0? What do you mean a 2.1? Brother, that looked like an irradiated plum from the Fallout 76.
And I'm gonna call it Orbis Sandwich. Here you go, Earl. Get rid of these for me.
Nah,
Thanks
that's
for hanging out,
insane.
y'all. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday.
That's more than generous, dude. That's Scrooge after he saw the 3 ghost levels of generosity. Hell no. Come on, next, let's get rid of that image.
Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm going to be using these Bloodbane Hexbreaker dice that were sent in by a viewer. Thanks. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 4 pumpernickel. This is a
Still traumatized by the sandwich ball, and it got a blue search. Anything is better than the sandwich ball.
American pumpernickel, also known as Jewish pumpernickel. It should
That
serve our
is so
sandwich well.
good.
Next up, let's roll for Maine. 2 black bean burger. Well, looks like another shot for a vegetarian sandwich today. Don't worry, the black bean burger was heated up, not going on there cold.
Yeah, okay, yo, hey, listen. Hey, no hate to you if you can't eat meat. Understandable. Veggie burgers, those things are goddamn garbage.
Next up, let's roll for cheese. 6 Fontina. Fontina is a semi-soft cheese.
Just eat the vegetables, dude. Stop pretending to be stop trying to pretend to be a burger.
Cheese originally of Italian origin, although this particular one I think was made in Wisconsin. It has a creamy texture and a mild flavor with a little bit of a sharp bite at the end.
That's pretty
Shaved
good.
thin on top of our warm black bean burger like this, it should melt a little bit. All right, let's roll for roughage. 4 green onion and 5 cucumber. Green onion is a nice roll here, should be a nice pairing with the cheese. I'm gonna cut it in slightly long pieces so that it doesn't all roll off of the sandwich. Could definitely be worse. Cucumber is not a bad roll either, and I always like a sandwich with a little crunch to it.
Yeah, not bad. Wait, that one landed. That one landed. Wait, no, why not 1 point? Wait, you should have got 1 point.
Next up, let's hit it with a little wild magic. 17, that's chips. I'm a big fan of chips on a sandwich. I've got regular plain potato chips today. We're gonna do our best to pile them on here.
Fair.
It'll give us a nice hit of salt and a good crunch. And last but not least, we've got the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. All right, nat 20. That means I get to pick. I think I'm gonna go with this steakhouse pepper mayo.
That looks
I thought about using Kewpie mayo, of course, which would have been great, but I like the little bit of extra spices here with the black bean burger. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here.
It's gonna be probably a solid 9.
Get our toothpicks in to hold it together.
9.
And let's get it cut
At
in
least.
half.
It's gonna be up there.
And let's take a look at that cross section. You know, I've seen worse.
If it wasn't the veggie burger, it'd probably be like close to a 9.5.
today. Oops. Not too scary as far as sandwiches are concerned. Let's give it a taste.
I mean, anything was better than the sandwich
Well,
ball
you can definitely
yesterday.
tell it's crunchy. Not a bad sandwich. That Fontina is a nice binder to kind of hold it all together. The black bean burger has a little bit more going on seasoning-wise and texture-wise that makes the cucumber and the green onion a nice, simple accompaniment to it.
I just realized
it's not earth-shattering,
this one.
but
If the
after
bar is
sandwich
not
ball, I will count
not
this
a
as a win
sandwich
for
ball
sure.
this
I'm gonna
week,
give
I
this one a
have high
7.9,
hopes.
and I'm going to call it Benedict Cucumber Sand. Thanks for hanging out today, y'all. I hope you have a great day.
Wow,
I'll
that's
see you
it?
again
I thought it'd be a
on
little bit
Wednesday.
higher than that. Huh, no shit.
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich.
Black bean burgers are actually fire, especially if it has crispy edges. Listen, I've never had a veggie burger that tastes good. Okay? I know this because when I was a kid, My mom loved them, so she would make them, and I'd be forced to have them too. And then, oh, it was dust. I thought it was a bug. My grandma, for some reason, went on a veggie burger kick. I think because she saw my mom eating it and was like, I can do that too. Ugh. So then there was like a span of a month where every time I went to her house for the weekends, that's what they had. And I was like, man, this is ass. And so ever since then, I've never liked them.
Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go.
Why do you say
Parents of young children, you may want to watch this one first before you watch it with your kids. Today's episode of Roll for Sandwich is sponsored by Nerdvana Games and Bunkers and Badasses. That's right, the fictional tabletop RPG set in the Borderlands universe is
language
now
disclosure.
a real thing. The deluxe edition comes packed with so much stuff it'd be hard to show it all in this video. But along with the setting and Bunker Master's guide, it comes with miniatures for all the Vault Hunters from Borderlands 1 and 2, a bunch of gun cards, enemy standees, and even
Yeah, look
custom
at them go
dice.
with the sponsors.
We're gonna use those dice to roll our sandwich today, including the custom B20.
And by the way,
It
thank you for
has
14
3
months.
chances for both a crit fail and a crit
Detailing
success.
the bits.
To snag your own
Really
copy
cheating
of
for
this
37
epic
months.
game, visit tinytinagames.com or check the link in my bio. Let's roll. All right, let's get things started with our roll for bread. 3, a sub bun. Nothing wrong with a submarine sandwich. Let's
Yep,
just
nice
hope
sub
it's
bun.
not a
This one's not
subpar
toasted though.
sandwich.
He toasted it last time. Okay.
Next up, let's roll for Maine. 7, ham. All right, ham on a sub bun. Starting out pretty normal for this Friday. Maybe the dice gods
Okay.
are throwing me a softball.
Similar to that
for
last,
being sick.
the one a couple days
Next
ago.
up, let's roll for cheese. 3, Colby Pepper Jack. The yellow part's Colby, the white part, Monterey Jack cheese with peppers, or pepper jack as we call it
I
here.
don't really like pepper
All
jack.
together makes Colby Pepper Jack.
Not my thing.
Also pretty normal. Next
Colby
up,
Jack's
let's
good,
roll
though.
for our roughage. 1 kumquat and 7 white onion. All right, well, I knew the normalness couldn't
Do I
last.
have any
Kumquat
D&D
is a
nice
small
dice? No, I
citrus
don't.
fruit. The inside is very sour and the outside is a little sweet. It worked okay on the last sandwich we put it on, but we'll see
They look like little
how it works
oranges.
today.
I mean, I guess they're
Not sure
citrusy,
if
so
white
that makes
onion's
sense,
gonna be a
but
particularly good accompaniment to such a sour citrus. Such a sour citrus. That's fun to say. All right, let's get wild. 13, chai spice. Full transparency, someone sent this to me and I did not read it close enough before putting it on the list. It's actually chai spiced peanut and almond butter, which honestly sounds amazing on its own. Masala chai is a popular tea and milk drink from South Asia, characterized by its distinct blend of aromatic spices. This almond and peanut butter is infused with those spices, which can include cinnamon,
You know,
cardamom, ginger,
not
star
a-
anise, and more. This would be delicious on a piece of toast. Not sure if it's
I don't know
gonna
about on the
benefit
sandwich, but that sounds
All
good.
right, and last but not least, we
not with
have
that,
our
but
20 sauce roll. Here we go. 15, country sweet sauce. This is like a sweet and spicy wing sauce. Probably would have been okay on just the ham sandwich.
oh,
Not sure it's going to go with the chai peanut
you
butter.
can be running to the toilet
Let's struggle
quick.
for way too long to get our
Onions,
sandwich
little
closed up
oranges,
here.
peanut butter,
Should've just
hot sauce,
separated the top
cheese, and
bun,
ham.
but
Yeah, brother, you gonna be
What are you going to do?
having
Let's get our
you
toothpicks
gonna
in
have
to
a
hold it
rough
together.
time, buddy. We're having a
And
rough
Zero, can you
day.
give me a hand cutting this in half?
Easy.
Thank you, sir. And let's take a look at that cross-section. Yeah, seen better. Well, I highly doubt that this sandwich is a legendary drop, but you never know. I have been surprised before. Let's give it a taste. There is a lot going on in this sandwich. Frankly, too much. The citrus, the peanut butter, the spices.
Yeah, it's
It
probably gonna be like a
wants to
5,
almost combine to make
maybe a
like
6 at
Thai
best.
flavors like
Probably
I've
like a
had
5 though.
before, but it doesn't. It just misses that mark. It's not outright horrendous, but ultimately, I don't think it's worth repeating. And so I think we've landed squarely at a 4.4 today, and I'm going to call it
That's fair too,
the
actually.
Scag Chow. Thanks for all the cure wounds and mass heals, and thanks for hanging out today. I'll see y'all on Monday.
My therapist referenced this series this week. She wanted me to do a roll for lunch to help my poor decision making. Oh, that's kind of cute. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. When I first started reading that sentence, I thought it was gonna. My therapist referenced the series. I thought they were gonna reference the sandwich ball. Okay. All right. We'll come back to this later. Save where I'm at because we have a sponsored Streameroni.